police. What's the address of your emergency?
There's a black man, and he's got about a 9-inch knife in his hand.
First two officers to arrive on the scene found Sheku Bayoh walking towards them. Sheku was unarmed. He had a knife which must have been dropped some distance away from where he was brought to the ground. And he was under the influence of drugs, was needing help.
To uncover the truth of what happened that day, Amr pushed for a public inquiry, and in 2019, that inquiry was announced. A key part of the investigation was to determine whether race was a factor in Sheku's death. The inquiry questioned the police involved in the incident.
So you didn't think there was time to ask him any questions like, are you okay, or anything like that?
It's no situation for asking questions like that. The man was out of control. The man was drugged up. The man had a big knife.
At that moment, had you seen a knife in the possession of Mr. Bayou?
But I couldn't assume there wasn't one because of the number of calls. He could have had it concealed at any point on his person.
So you hadn't seen one? You're shaking your head, right?
During the altercation, Sheku allegedly went on to assault one of the female officers.
I just remember feeling, I've always described it as this almighty blow to the back of my head.
She's tried to push herself up, but then he stamped on her back.
Well, I'll get you to demonstrate the force, please.
I thought he killed her.
This claim was disputed by an eyewitness at the time.
If PC Short had complained of pain in a particular area of her body, including her back, is that something that you would have noted?
It is. That was the purpose of my being there, to document the injuries, so yes.
There's no mention of back there.
This allegation was stated as one of the reasons for the force which followed.
He was CS sprayed, and 5 to 6 officers then detained and restrained him. He has up to 6 officers on top of him. In less than a few minutes, he lost consciousness, and he was then taken to hospital, still handcuffed, and was pronounced dead.
Do you remember if you were taught anything about unconscious bias?
What is unconscious bias?
Were you asked any questions about maybe making assumptions about people because of the colour of their skin? You're not even really aware of those assumptions, and you're treating people in a certain way, just unconsciously?
No.
Were you asked about that?
No, not at all.
Do you remember being asked to identify any biases that you yourself have?
Can't remember anything about any of the training.
No. Turning on to page 10, you say, that's what we're wondering now because the ISIS attack and that on a female on Friday. Why did you connect an ISIS attack with the incident at Hayfield Road?
It just mentioned it may have been an ISIS attack because of the suggestion a female officer has been being targeted for it, and it may well have been ISIS.
The only thing you could think of was that there was this connection being made between the fact that Mr. Bayoh was a black male and possible terrorist attacks.
Yeah, yes.
Also, as part of the inquiry, Sir Ian Livingston was questioned. He was Chief of Police at the time of the incident.
Can we look at your inquiry statement again, please? You say at 10, as Chief Constable and leader of the organisation, it was my decision to state that the Police Service of Scotland was institutionally discriminatory and institutionally racist. And does that remain your position?
Yes, that's correct.
Amr believes the police officers involved should have been prosecuted and wants the public inquiry to expand its remit to investigate why this didn't happen. That expansion of the inquiry's terms of reference is something that only the Deputy First Minister can change.
After Sheku Bayoh died in May 2015, his family waited some 2 years for the PERC to do its job. It then waited another 2 years for the Crown to do its job. Now they are waiting for the Deputy First Minister, Kate Forbes, to fulfil the purpose of the Sheku Bayoh inquiry by extending the terms of reference to include the prosecutorial decision-making process by the Crown. To be blunt, the job of the inquiry is not fulfilled without the terms of reference being extended. Everybody have said to you, it's a case of, oh, but you've got public inquiry. You're not happy with that? And my line always, in every public meeting we've done, is, if it was your son, would you be happy with that? Because a year or 2 years, 3 years down the line, there'll be another Sheku Bayoh.